everybody. Hi. How are you today? I'm okay. I look rough. My hair. Cutting my bangs was the worst decision I ever made in my life. Like, I don't know why I did it. This time it just don't look cute. I've had bangs before and it looked cute, but that's not the reason for this video. Okay, so I had, I don't know what to put my second one. I'm driving to town. I gotta get dog food. Oh, there's some cows in the road. I mean in the field. They're not in the road. I have to go get dog food. My dogs ran out of food last night, and I don't know why they like to eat their food in the middle of the night. Rosie eats all day long, but the other ones like to eat while we're sleeping. I don't know why they do that. They have like an automatic feeder where it just, dispenses food as they go along. And they kept me up all night. And the cat kept me up all night. Because I think the dogs get Rex to... I didn't wreck. I just dropped the phone. Crap. Are y'all still there? Silly. Come on. There. Sorry about the angle. I need to... So I didn't get very good sleep, but while I was sleeping, I had some interesting dreams. I thought I'd share. The first one was... I was like an astronaut or some kind of space soldier. Maybe I was in Trump's Space Force. I don't know. I had a uniform on, and I was in a foreign place, and I was waiting inside this spaceship for the other crew members to come on board. And while I was in there, this older gentleman, not gentleman, he was not nice, this older man, I think he was probably a sergeant or a captain, like his rank was higher than my rank, but I think I heard him talking on the phone, plotting against the rest of the crew. Like he was an insider or a spy for the bad guys, but he was on our ship. And he didn't know I was in there because I was like kind of just hanging out in the back. I think I might have been like laying down or something. And then when I heard him talking, I snuck up behind him and I stole his gun. He had a pistol in his waist. And I remember my dream. I pulled a trigger back. I don't know much about guns at all, but I pulled this thing back and then I shot him in the head, but it's like the bullet didn't come out fast enough or something. When I dream about guns, this always happens too. Maybe because I just don't know much about guns. So in my dreams, the gun never properly works. But it shot him. And he was like, why did you do that to me? I was like, because you're a bad guy. You were getting ready to like sell us out. And he's like, well, they'll never believe you. I'm like, oh, you're right. I should have thought about this. And I remember pulling the hammer, maybe that's what it's called, the hammer back again and shooting him again. And then I hit him, like I had to hide him under a bunch of stuff. And I was like freaking out, but I was trying to like calm myself, like I don't know anything about it. Just hide him and maybe somebody will think somebody else did it. I don't know what I was thinking, but so I hit him and then I got off the airplane and I went to look for the rest of the crew. And when we all got together, there was probably like 7 or 8 of us, and there were men and women. And I don't know any of those people that was in my dream in real life. I don't know who they were, but we were waiting on the dude that I had shot to get on board so we could leave, because he was the last one that hadn't came on board. And I think sometime around there, one of the other crew found him, and they're like, somebody shot him. And they were trying to figure out who did it, and it delayed us from leaving. But we really need to get out of there because we weren't in a good place. I'm like, let's just figure this out when we get home. We really need to leave. And I remember they took him off the plane, and I think they had his phone. They found his phone, and they were looking at his phone, and they were like, oh, this guy's really bad. Look what he was doing. And they could see where he was like sending spy information to the other army or Space Force. I really feel like we were going to outer space because of like the uniform I had on, and we had helmets and stuff. So nobody ever figured out that I did it, but I felt really bad about it, about what I had done. I did feel bad. Or like, I didn't feel bad. I felt like I was going to get in trouble. Like they weren't going to understand why I did it. Oh, another part I remember was, sorry, I'm just not saying this. I just now remembered. I remember wiping everything down to get my fingerprints off of the gun and his cell phone too. I think I had touched his cell phone. Oh. There's a truck. So I remember doing that, which was smart. Anyway, so what was the next dream? I should have made this video last night, or in the middle of the night when I woke up, because every time I woke up I would be like, okay, remember this is what happened. Just try to remember it, because I've not been remembering my dreams lately. So the second dream, I was at Walmart shopping, and I was like getting all kinds of things that weren't on my list, which is pretty normal for me. I'm an impulse shopper. But the Walmart was weird because it was like downhill, and it was open. It was like a flea market, but it was Walmart. And I remember going down to the bottom of the hill of the Walmart, and there was it was really weird because I'm passing the river, but the lake was at the bottom of the hill of the Walmart, and they had these outbuildings, like it almost looked like a campground. And there was like these like pre-made cabins, and they were really narrow, but you there's like a door. You go in the door. Come on. Really, they're doing a bunch of, if you can see it. See that? Oh, what a mess. On a new bridge. So there was these pre-made cabins, and they were really narrow. But and they were like 2 stories. And there was a kitchen and like a bed and a bathroom. And then there's like a little narrow stairway, and you go upstairs, and there's like another bedroom. And I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, this is so cute. This would just look so good up in my woods. And I really wanted one, and I was trying to find a worker to find out how much they were. And while I was looking in it, it was like on a trailer with wheels, you know, so you could pull it. When I jumped up in it, it like started rolling down into the lake. And I was trying to keep it from going into the lake and like jerking it. And then it came off the trailer and it broke. Like the top part was falling off. The top floor was falling off the bottom floor. And it was just breaking all to pieces. And I'm like, oh my goodness. I'm not going to be able to pay for this. I broke it. But I'm not going to be able to pay for it. But it's not my fault. But they have logs or something under the tires so it couldn't roll. So I went to find the manager to tell her. And she said, well, do you have any children? And I said, yeah, I have 4 children. And she said, something about, do you have any mixed kids? I'm like, mixed kids? She's like, yeah, like black and white. I'm like, no, not kids. I have a teenager. He's not like a kid, he's a teenager. There was a scarecrow in the yard back there showing me a pumpkin butt. I'm not kidding. That was weird. So I said, I have my oldest is white, and then my middle one is mixed, and then I have 2 Hispanic kids. And she said, oh, well, then you're just in luck, because we're trying to give that demo away, but whoever gets it has to have a mixed child. I'm like, okay, well, are you serious? Are you sure? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I can't get it today because I don't have any way to pull it. Can you wait till my husband can come get it tomorrow? She's like, oh yeah, that's fine. And I got so excited, and I was running out to the car that I forgot to pay for my stuff, because I had left my stuff that I was going to buy at the top of the hill before I went down to look at that thing. And so I had to go back in and purchase all the stuff I had gotten. And then I went and told George. I think I called him on the phone, and I told him. He's like, well, wait there and we'll get it. I'll come by and get it. So we ended up getting it and taking it to the house, and it was all falling apart. And United States Post Office, what are you doing? It was, so we got it home, and he fixed it to where it wasn't falling apart. But then I noticed it looked like somebody had been living in it, and it was dirty, and there were bugs in it. And I was like, oh, what did I do? Why did I get this? So, that dream ended. And then, because I got woken up. And then I think I was awake for a while. I was awake from like 5 in the morning till 7. And then I went back to sleep for a little while. And then when I went back to sleep, I was dreaming again about that cabin trailer thing. And this time we had it down near the lake. And the lake was washing up all kinds of stuff. And it was like the world wasn't the way it is now. It was like something bad had happened. And I don't think the cars were working. Like an EMP or something had happened. And you couldn't go to the store anymore. So we were like scavenging in the lake, finding stuff. And I was like finding blankets, and I think there was like food and stuff that I had washed down. It was just really weird. It was a weird dream. And I remember going to a church service, because Chloe was gonna do a play, and the play was about mice or something, because I remember holding up a shirt that they had made for the play, and there were mice on it, like cartoon mice. Oh, you have an air conditioner? That was weird. But that was I haven't had many dreams that I can remember lately, but those were really vivid last night. Okay, well, I'm in town now. I've got stuff to do. Oh, and since I'm already 20 minutes in, I'll go ahead and share. I like to just, ask the Lord to lead me into opening up a chat, like a page in the Bible, to speak to me. And today he had me open up when I opened up and put my finger down, I'll just like boom, and when I did that, it was Ecclesiastes chapter 3, which is, there's a season for everything under the sun. And I kind of feel like that goes along with the dream, because there's a time for killing, and then there's a time for life. Sometimes I just cannot communicate properly, okay? I can't explain very well. But I feel like y'all should go read Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Alright, I'm going to the bank. Then I'm going to get dog food. Love y'all. Have a good day. Be blessed. Ephesians 6. Armor on. Because things are getting crazy. God bless you.